Hi Pisces, Summer, Rising Venus, and North Node. Welcome to your September 2024 tarot reading. I hope and pray all is well with you and that you enjoy these messages. You could be umming a lot, or who is resistant to you, Pisces? Things are going to flow smoothly for you. This could be from somebody's envy or jealousy. Do some evil eye return to the sender type of work at the beginning of the month, because the harvest moon is coming up in September. A lot of things that talk about nourishment, things that are really connected to the abundance and stabilization are coming through. You want to make sure that you stay protected there, because that'll affect you if you don't. It feels like somebody's wanting to affect you there, and I don't like it. So I'm just forewarning you, okay? Yeah, Queen of Cups. Because you are emotionally heartfelt, people, places, and things are intimidated by your energy, your charisma, your self-esteem, how you are recovering even. King of Wands. Ooh, and you're very attractive as you do it. This could be a nice union that is coming into play at the beginning of the month, or this is between two individuals here. Some of you guys, this could be alchemy work. Even though they're coming through as the King of Wands, they may be an air sign. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. But like when you connect with this person, you don't believe them to be that. Yeah, Two of Swords and the Ace of Swords. I can't make it up. I'm also picking up here, you're going to be blinded to a lot. And then a lot is going to be revealed like the following day or like 2 days, okay? So there's going to be some shit that happens at the beginning of the month involving a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, if it's not you, as well as some air sign or fire sign placement person. It specifically has to do with that. And I feel here that it's had your mind closed off to the world, to a change or a chapter, maybe even cause you to be forgetful about something, and so you're receiving some sort of notice that's going to update you, maybe zap you out of this energy that really was taking over everything. All right. Yeah, taking over everything. At the bottom of the deck, you do have the Page of Wands energy. There could be children that's involved in this situation or circumstances, or someone that is younger involved in a circumstance. Maybe there's a phone call that comes in. Maybe a younger parent or something. Six of Pentacles, somebody that you used to give to. Five of Pentacles. You walked away. They may want to reconcile, but it stresses you out. Chariot is significant. It could be a Cancer, okay? It could be involving that circumstance that I was just speaking about. You have the Knight of Wands and the Five of Cups. Yes, somebody wants to rush into you and claim that they miss you. They're a player. They're in and out. They're not necessarily the most dependable, although they may have something flashy in which they drive in. I can't make it up. I do really like this dragon and this Knight of Wands depiction. It is one of my favorites. But yeah, I just feel like you are no longer paying attention to just that. You know what I'm saying? The outside looks of something. This person could have been very attractive, or, since you guys have kind of separated from the situation, somebody may have gotten blessed, and they typically like to do this. Thinking they'll get you back. Yeah, Three of Swords is at the bottom of the deck. And you have the Emperor here. Like, you have a whole freaking Emperor here. What did they think this was? They're trying to block you off from this because they know it's coming into you and you deserve it. If you choose a different pathway, because the Two of Wands was underneath that, or you're planning a new pathway, it's like as soon as you start planning a new direction, they want to be like, and you need to be like, to the okay? What is this? What is up? The Star in the reverse. Yeah, it'll cost you something that is absolutely meant for you and fortunate. With the star in the reverse, I'm also getting this energy of like, maybe you lose something, like something that's supposed to hurt you, but it doesn't. Okay, this person could even be an Aquarius too. It could just simply be that. But for others of you, this could be like some sort of stardom or something that you had to step down from, or you have to renegotiate something, or there's somebody that was of influence, perhaps even behind the scenes. They didn't necessarily want to be out there, but you found out why. I feel like you're having to really take a step back, reevaluate some things, and then get yourself going in a different direction with strength here. I feel like it's going to take a lot of courage or bravery from you, some time, work, effort, or energy, things that you actually do need to focus on because it's going to teach you about something that you do like. It's going to gain some sort of interest of out of you. It could have something to do with like a pug or puppies, animals. Okay, real random, Pisces. I'm getting energetically that, or butterflies, transformation, that could be significant, especially in Leo season or September. You could be seeing a lot of butterflies. Your ancestors are with you. But that's not what I was talking about. What I was bringing up, Pisces, is some of you guys may have a deep connection or like dog ice cream, like the ones that is they use like regular properties. It's like humans can eat it and animals can eat it or something like that. Okay, it's giving something like that. Okay, or perhaps you're getting an animal something like that. Okay, maybe you're wanting to know if you can eat it. Some of y'all might be paying like a hefty price for something that you know that an animal likes. And I feel like as you heal or recover, this is like they're protecting you. Could be an offering even. Three of Pentacles. Yeah, Capricorn energy in the upright. I'm getting a positive vibe off of this. It's like you have some sort of support or assistance here, some truth that's come in. And I feel like it's of goodness here. I feel like someone could be blessing you as well. Or you're going on an adventure of some kind. Because this is for sure giving me that scene where Gandalf wrote that fucked up, basically he fucked up Frodo's door. You know what I'm saying? He said he had just polished his door. He had just finished taking care of everything that he needed to. He had everything organized. And imagine if somebody like, you like, did the motherfucker just write on my door? Especially back then. There are a whole lot less rules. You feel what I'm saying? But it feels like it's to go on this adventure that will open you up to total expansion. You'll see the world in a new way. You definitely are not coming back the same. You know, whatever they thought you were missing is like, no. In retrospect, this is the biggest blessing of my life. You were holding me back from it. Nine of Pentacles. And the High Priest, you are using your wisest judgment here. You could be feeling, like I said, those calls and inclinations towards something that's more divine and destined for you. You may even get a phone call from a relative, an elder relative, just checking on you. But it's like at the time in which they call you, you're like, oh, you know, maybe I do need to update them on this. King of Swords. You have somebody that's calling in. They want to get the business out the way first. The bad news first, the good news last. Could be a family secret or recipe that's very significant or important. Aquarius is very significant. Libra is very significant. And Gemini very strongly. I would say Gemini and then Aquarius is very significant here when it comes to this communication or news. It could be involving children for some of you all. So just be mindful. I feel like there's going to be some satisfaction. I feel here that there's going to be someone who may show their respects in a different way. All right. It lets them know that they're missing them. Perhaps you'll feel a little bit better about the situation if you just relax and go with the flow. If someone even tries to do anything to make you a little bit angry or emotionally affected, I feel like you have so much support around that it won't work. All right. But I feel like overall, good energy there. Okay. Queen of Wands. Okay. This is not for everybody, but for someone here, there's a toss-up of some kind, either involving a child or a pregnancy, or somebody's been worried about that. This is not for everybody, like I said. Okay. And I'm also picking up here, be careful of dibbling and dabbling. If it wasn't you, perhaps you did deal with a pretender that you already are perhaps releasing, but they want to come back and reconcile, like you didn't find out something. There's something that's going on here. Something that was unforeseen by you. So maybe they, had some sort of procedure or something like that, But just be mindful here. I'm also getting one of these two couples don't mix. Like somebody, King of Wands can be a little bit whore-ish. You understand what I'm saying? It's given. Be careful about that. Be careful about that, okay? Now, if you are singling and mingling and you just want to have your fun, your cake and eat it too, just know if you're coming through more of a feminine, you're connecting with that energy, feeling very attractive or good about yourself, feeling very confident. Your energy healing work has been doing, its wonders, right? I feel like don't be surprised, take it with a grain of salt, okay? Because that attitude is actually going to make you stand out to this person, but it's going to give you more confidence at the end of the day, and that's all you need to really care about or be concerned about. Because I feel like you do have a King of Swords who's also trying to mimic the energy, but in a different way, in a more logistical way. And so you'll need to really separate your energy and hone in on it without the frustration or the opinion of others, because I feel like both are manipulative right now. Both are. All right. Yeah. I know that's right. Yeah, and it's best to just invest in you. It's best to recognize that you have things of value that are truly coming in that perhaps you've waited for a long time. This is something that is worth saving. I feel like this is something that is going to allow you to move or transform a circumstance around you. For some of you, this is about your travel or your destinations. For others of you, this is about you just gaining a lot of stabilization. You want some place with grounded, stable roots, okay? Because it's healthy, because it's necessary, and it'll send you signs that you need, okay? So not only is this about money, this is about good health, your luck, your prosperity, total fulfillment, a lot of happiness that's coming through, and I feel like you can share with those that you care about most. The Seven of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Yes, your hard work is paying off. Everything in which you're putting effort into, I feel like is manifesting as it should. The Most High is definitely proud of you. You're on a higher frequency. You're more consistent and persistent. You're not competing with others. You're not blindsided by the opinions of others or self-deception, okay? I feel like you are improving in your mentality. There's something here about you clearing your mind. You're doing some sort of mental healing work that's going to allow you to aesthetically improve in ways in which you felt like you weren't enough, all right? As you do this, though, you recognize that there are people that are bound to fall off because they're not updated with this transformed you. Let's say, for instance, you did have a lot of people that would gravitate towards you, or people tend to gravitate towards you at different times. You're seeing that these people don't necessarily not like you, but you've kind of grown apart for a bit, or people like to come back and view you in their own time frame. It doesn't feel like you need to worry so much about the concept of that. Just more focused on how growth comes for you, and how self-portrayal of the situation is sometimes sabotaging. Okay, so don't be so hard on yourself is what I want to encourage you here, because these changes and shifts, I feel like it's going to have you more enlightened by the end of the month, whereas others are trying to stop at a certain period, and it's like you just go on, and it takes people time to catch up and add up what they were kind of short valuing you at one point. Short valuing you at one point. Let's go ahead and get into these Soul's Journey Lesson cards for Pisces, please. What messages do you have for Pisces? You have perseverance. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. Beautiful engagement in what you have between your heart chakra and your crown space. I feel like whatever you have your heart dead set on, it's almost like you only see it and enact on it. You connect with Source, the Most High, in a very nice way, because you are focusing on healing those higher chakras, because you have that stabilized root. Okay, this is also about you recognizing how you can disconnect low vibrational colors or energies or vibrancies that may cause you more tension, okay, and your healing process, so that you can elevate, so that you can move past what was a restriction for you at one point in time. So this concept here is about someone who had to uniquely grow, okay? And once you have certain things that you're accustomed to, you need to know that those concepts, you still have people who abide by them. They trust in your word. They care about you. Whenever you have those negative thoughts, just know that that's not necessarily coming from them. It could be outside sources or people who don't necessarily have close connection or proximity to you, or haven't been in close proximity to you. This is an energy of wholesomeness that's coming into you, people letting you know that they do care about you. You've been very patient and kind and genuine in your connection with individuals. You have people here who are trying to sabotage that, who you've known for a long period of time even. And then some for like 2 years. And you're learning a similar lesson that somebody else learned through you, okay? And it's necessary that you reuse your resources and tools, but also prepare for new lessons or new information to come through with that, okay? Because I feel like it's an elevation that comes through with this, where you won't have to keep dealing with the same thing. It says, as a soul, you are on a mission in this physical dimension. You are the only one who knows the correct path to take. Your intuition, your connection to spirit, is your compass. You have the power to stay the course, and you are stronger and more determined than you might first think. In order to experience many success in life, you must mature and realize the strength within yourself and the quality of inner courage. Life doesn't just happen. We must make it happen. It is natural for us in this human school to shy away from what we believe to be difficult, because we concern ourselves with how others will perceive us. We are afraid of failure, ridicule, or coming up short. Now is the time to make the proper changes and take risks and do things you never thought you could before. Your soul must learn to become aware of its inner strength. Live in the joyfulness your soul yearns for, and engage in activities you have always wanted to try but were afraid you'd fail at. Your soul would not yearn for something that you couldn't accomplish. You have the strength and fortitude to be capable of greatness. Excuse me, Pisces, my voice was like really going out there at the end. I feel like there's a positive energy and shift and transformation here due to your responsibility and your actions recently. I feel like you've gotten away from a lot of playful energy that was perturbing you. And you've learned how to transmute what energy you do have that you focus towards fun, that you feel like is more in alignment with you, maybe more grounded, and you've devoted it towards healing in a charismatic kind of a way. Okay. This is about you perhaps appreciating your deviancy and how you've been healing it, healing it, because it could have related to some shadow reflective work that you struggled with at one point in time that you didn't even recognize you were doing. Okay. I feel like sometimes if you energetically feel like you're too far in the shadows, you feel a sense of darkness, or it relates back to your past in a way that you don't want to, so you found a way to compromise even there. This could have been what I was picking up on. I feel like that Larimer, that's the card over there in the corner for you guys that wanted to come through, that crystal specifically, or that stone in a way, is going to be very healing for you. If you have a lighter color of it at the beginning of the month, perhaps even the first week, and if you have a darker Larimer, I'm picking up here using it on a Tuesday the first week, on the second and third week of the month, using it like Thursday or Friday, both weeks, and then the fourth week using it perhaps a Wednesday or a Thursday would be good. Okay. So let's go ahead and tune into your financial messages. I feel like there's a financial blockage in which you'll either be clearing or cleansing at the time in which I post this, so it'll be cleared out, or you'll need to focus on this because I feel like somebody's trying to intimidate that area, okay? So just be mindful, because you do have the Ace of Swords. It's a strong energy, so prominence there. People will tend to, you know, be a little bit jealous or intimidated of you, okay? But let's see what financial blessings are coming in for Pisces. What messages do we need to hear? Thank you very much. We have conflict. Be careful with whom you deal with. Anything related to your finances. There could be some misunderstanding with someone about money. Assets. Your investments are growing fast. If you haven't tried investing yet, there is a right time. Excuse me. This is a right time. Your future promises long-term stability. Damage. There might be a financial loss that you didn't see coming. You need to be prepared and have a contingency plan. This is not the time to take risks. So, if it's not adding, subtract it, okay? I'm also picking up that you could be relooking over contractual agreements, recognizing that people aren't necessarily truthful or authentic. You could be recognizing that there was a situation where someone wanted to hold you hostage, if you will, energetically. It feels like a sense of a harvesting type of an energy based off of contractual agreements that has been affecting you or your life. And I'm picking up here that perhaps you didn't connect it to how it would relate to your higher self, if you will, how this damage has been affecting you, or it's been hard to connect with this area in the ways in which you were. So you have a pattern change here, but it's caused by some sort of disturbance, okay? I want to encourage you to be very self-aware and do your best to document without driving yourself crazy, okay? So a part of your plan, you will need something that will cause you to have a break, or make you feel like you can calm down. Even doing forward folds is a good method and way of like exhausting the energy that was having you overwhelmed, bringing the blood flow to the head, okay, or as far up as it can possibly go, and then, you know, standing back up slowly and allowing things to kind of settle and settle how it needs to, okay, because it feels like there's something that's going to cause you over engagement or a little bit of a high. For some of you guys, if this is related to your health, if you have sugar tendencies or issues and things like that, I feel like there could be something happening there, so just be careful. Also, for those of you who may have like badges that help you with your health, or like pagers, Be careful of like it getting damaged or like water damage affecting it. You know, certain things like that may come up, or you may need to get it changed. I feel like it could be related to some sort of crack that may not have been seen or known, or somebody who changed their products so it may not last as long. Okay, so you might need to get it done a little bit earlier or sooner. Okay. Ooh. Let's go ahead and get into these last messages for Pisces. Why am I seeing Whitney Houston? Like, there was something that was really defiant in that energy. We're going to shuffle right on through that. Thank you. "11, I am present." And 39, I'm quiet. Your observational abilities are going to be very much so inclined. You are taking the proper steps in which you need to. You know that 12 is just as important as 11, okay? That they all have their own steps. That you're inclined to what's meant for you. And that it's obviously there. It's in your reality. It's coming in. I just feel like you're more excited about how these things are coming in. And you're choosing to be more mature in your approach because you're wanting to be more calm and patient about the circumstance or the situation. You could have been praying about that, or you've been seeing signs to process your emotions in this way. You know, just because you're quiet, it doesn't mean that you can be pungent. Just because you are quiet, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're humble. And just because you believe that humble relates to confidence as well as quietness, it doesn't necessarily mean that to others. You're open to new interpretations of things. You're a gifted individual, and you know how to keep your judgment to yourself without being overly persuaded by others. And also, you are great at not passing judgment. I feel like there's going to be an energy of you feeling very remarkable about yourself, and the growth in which you receive is going to show you that obviously there's someone who's trying to negatively impact you or intimidate you because you feel good in these areas where they want you to feel doubtful. So just remember, you may need to be a little bit quiet during this time, more preserved in your energy, and be more present in what somebody's saying, being engaged. Okay? Because once you start to engage, you can't say that you didn't listen to someone. But also, is being quiet meaning that you're actively listening? Not necessarily. So perhaps perk up there. Be present in the moment in that way too. Maybe show that you're actively listening. It's going to have somebody like a little bit triggered when you do this and stumped. But they'll need it. They'll need it. It's a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. They'll need it. You know, put a little acting in there too, you know. Give them a little drama, a little pizzazz, but not too much drama. Give them like Bridgerton drama, you know. Maybe do your makeup or your hair inspired by them or something. Yeah, I would do something like that. It'll have them really perturbed, all right? But Pisces, those were your messages. I hope that you enjoyed and that it resonated for you. If it did, thumbs up the video, comment down below, subscribe to the channel. I would love to read for your energy. Perhaps share it with a friend or a person that you feel like it would resonate for. Thank you so very much for tuning in, and I will talk to you next time.